It's top of the morning. I want to say happy Throwback Thursday. The news, Rashad News. Where are all other PBC insiders? The Showtime specialists. All the guys that was, you know, running and reporting that Floyd Mayweather and Thurman and Danny Garcia, December 9th, only to have now David Morrell Jr. headline a card over there in Minneapolis at the yesterday. Well, last night I said if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. But today I can't have that same attitude. Um, David Morrell is going to headline a card. You're going to get all of these boxing weirdos come on here, and this is the guy that Canelo Alvarez and a lot of the top guys are ducking, right? But yet he's still fighting at the Armory. So, because some of you weirdos that claim that I talk too much, break shit down for me now, because this shit don't make sense. It doesn't add up. This guy is supposed to be the heir. This is who Canelo doesn't want to fight in. David Benavidez and all the top 168 pounders don't want to fight, but yet he's fighting once again at the Armory, right? Facts, Blunts. I'm gonna get to that. Chill, Blunts. Let me get to that, Blunts. Shout out to Blunts in the building, right? He's fighting at the Armory, right? Now, I don't know shit. Fuck it. I talk a lot, but I think I am part of something that's going on. Number 12, December 9th. We'll get to that another time as well. But why wouldn't they have a guy, right? Business standpoint now, right? Since I talk too much. So some of y'all that think I talk too much, or I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, why would he fight on another Armory card when he could have fought on the undercard of Demetrius Andrade and David Benavidez, guys who, social media, bloggers, weirdos, always want to put his name in the mix with, and of guys that don't want to fight him, or these hitters, right? Champions that they're champions, certified champions, both of these guys. Two division for Demetrius Andrade and David Benavidez, two-time, I think the youngest super middleweight champion in history. But yet, this David Morrell guy, like I said, I don't got nothing against him. I like his coach a lot. Ronnie Shields, great man, old school, good dude. But I just don't like the fact that how boxing talkers, right, always want to put dude out there and make it seem like the elite guys don't want nothing to do with him when it's not even like they even putting him around the elite guys. Like I said, how many times is he going to continue to fight at the Armory? But yeah, he's supposed to be a stepper. Why don't he step underneath those bright lights in Vegas on that pay-per-view card? Right? Wouldn't that be a They announced the undercard yesterday. Like I said, if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing good at all, right? Don't say nothing at all. So that's why you didn't really see me speaking on that. Because I was like, man, I seen this was coming out, right? I was like, yo, these dudes over there are bozos, man. Like, why are they having him fight on the Armory when they could have had him on this undercard over here? Because he's going to fight on the undercard against probably most likely another nobody. And then you're gonna get all of these fans, Roger Mayweather, rest in peace, that don't know shit about boxing. That's gonna jump on him and be like, oh man, David Morrell is a killer. Yeah, cab driver killer, a dishwasher killer. Why did he get on the killer's card? David Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade. He should have got on their card and fought another cab driver. We know how y'all move over there. Should have fought another cab driver, and at least then he could have been, after knocking out a cab driver on their car, say, I want the winner of the main event. But no, they're gonna have him beat up on a cab driver, most likely a nobody, and then the bloggers are gonna get on here and be like, "Man, David Morrell is a killer. Yo, Canelo don't want to fight. Nobody wants to fight him." Meanwhile, who is he fighting for us to even say, "Yo, this dude could do that to Canelo. This dude could do that to David Benavidez"? Who is he fighting? Like, let's call a spade a spade. We do it for Boots Ennis, right? Yeah, we do it for Boots Ennis, and he's 30 fights in. When it came for time for Boots Ennis to fight like Earl Spence and all these top guys, man, we threw him underneath the microscope. Why aren't we doing it for a guy who David Monroe? Does he have 10 fights in now? Maybe he has 10. I don't know. I really stopped checking for the dude, man, because a lot of time, like, weirdo tactics and weirdo boxing shit, like, turns me off, bro. It turns me off. But it's like, man, some dudes could just jump out there and for whatever reason, whatever programming, whatever frequency, they could just be thrusted out there, and the top guys don't want to fight them. If you're catching what I'm saying, whereas other guys like Boots Ennis, I'm trying to think of some other hitters, man. They be like, "Oh man, he's not ready. He hasn't fought nobody." But when it comes to David Morrell, some of the baddest fighters that have ran through fighters are ducking him, don't want to fight him. Like, come on, man, let please, man. And then you wonder why I'm not so well received. It's because I can't play these games, man. I'm not the media guy, right? That's gonna come on here and be dumb. I'm not the get along gang media guy. I'm not the media guy that's going to, especially when, like, one thing about me, they say I talk too much, but I'm humble. If I really talk about a lot of shit that I really do, y'all really wouldn't like me because y'all don't like me on the media tip. And that just shows how weirdo the fuck y'all are. Because y'all are jealous and envious of me over media stuff, right? But if I really talk about a lot of the things that I'm involved in and stuff that I have done, right? Not media shit. Not media shit. Other shit, right? But you guys be jealous over media and talking. But isn't that what we all do on this boxing shit? But I understand that because a lot of y'all, that's all y'all do. Y'all talk boxing, y'all buy views, y'all like gimmick the fuck out. And then when you see somebody that you feel that, damn, you don't get views, you don't have a fucking audience, but yet you have actual boxing receipts that a lot of us, most of us, don't have. So yeah, we're gonna say you talk too much, but that's what all you motherfuckers is doing, talking. But unlike most of you motherfuckers, I'm also walking respectfully. And sorry for my language this morning. It's cold. I'm getting up in age. I think my Caribbean bloodline and the Southern in me. I don't like the cold no more. When I was younger, I used to love it. Now, when it gets cold, I don't like the cold weather no more. I don't like the cold weather. But it is what it is. Good riddance to Showtime. Happy to see y'all go. I know a lot of y'all on here like, no, like they had a good run. 37 years, right? And shout out to Bernard Hopkins for being on that same accord. It's like, all right, what are you going to cry over? Now it's time for somebody else to step up. Evolution, The game don't stop. It's like my uncle said. The show doesn't stop. Somebody pick up the ball. I was hoping it was BLK Prime, being that we do have a BLK Prime executive that's a YouTuber. I was hoping he could have made some phone calls and made the deal happen. I see my comedy shit goes over your head, right? I see my comedy shit goes over your head because a lot of y'all, like I said, are boxing weirdos, right? Y'all are boxing weirdos because y'all get upset when somebody such as myself comes on here and pokes the bill and has fun. But wasn't my man an executive? right? Wasn't he an executive? Now he's no longer an executive. One of the biggest platforms or one of the biggest entities in Premier Boxing Champions, Al Heyman, is looking for a home. So now he's no longer involved with a network or a premiere or well, I don't know if they're premiere, but a streaming service. But prior to that, when the Terrence Crawford fight was made, he was an executive. He was trying to do shit behind the scenes. So when I come on here and I have a little fun with that and I highlight that, you weird boxing motherfuckers can't y'all get weird. But when the Terrence shit broke, he was an executive. Now he's no longer an executive. I don't know. You niggas is weird, man. But hey, what do I know? But December 16th, man, the Armory. David Morrell, the guy that everybody is ducking, will be headlining. And most likely that'll be a cheap card. Since he's the headliner, and shout out to Fred X. Fred X was on point with this. There will not be a fighter making $1 million on that card. That whole fight card might get put on for maybe $1 million. Maybe, give or take. We don't know the logistics yet, but I'm from him being the headliner, right? I am taking a hypothesis, which is a educated guess that they'll probably get that fight card, for $1 million or less. So Showtime is really trying to just go out, just sneak on out the back door. They're sneaking on out the back door. And has any news broke on where, the BBC is going to land? Like I said, I'm not in good with those guys over there. No shame in my game, and I don't. I know I could make phone calls, but me, where I'm at with it right now, I have relationships with other people, right? And I don't want to say that they spoiled me, but they just showed me how official people that want to see you grow, move, and operate. Whereas, I think I have to do with a lot of my reading, man. The more I read, the more just like that's to be honest, I'm reading 3 books right now, but I had to sit 33 Strategies of Waterdown because man, that book it's not a heavy read, but reading it just really made me look at a lot of different people like fucked up, and I don't want to look at people like that. But when I read that book, it makes me like, man, just look at people real like the 48 Laws of Power did too. But the strategies, 33 Strategies of War, really, I look at a lot of people and I look at them like that for various reasons now. Like I said, a lot of my relationships that I have make me look at people like that. Because I right now, I have a lot of people around me that are moving like a cohesive unit. We want to see each other win and grow and shit, right? And a lot of times when you don't have that cohesiveness and you have people that are trying to, put holes in the ship and do other shit like that, right? It shows. And by me reading, like I said, reading this book, I'm like, man, this dirty mother effer, right? These dirty scumbags, right? Because a lot of times when you're dealing with people that want to see you come up or want to see you grow, it shows in their actions, right? Sometimes we need to just slow down, look at people's actions, right? That's all you got to do, because a person's actions will show you who they are, truly, right? It will show you if they are for you or against you. See, a lot of times people don't pay attention to that, man, until it's too late. And I wanted to say that last night when I was doing the breakdown on the fucking sad rest in peace on the slaying of the father and son, because homie's actions, right? Both of them showed, right? Like dude came up there for Kim. It was that's what it was. He came upstairs with his hammer. The father, right, and the son, you know what their actions was? They thought they was gonna hop on my man. They thought they was gonna beat him up. That's why they came out there. But once they realized, when he went in and came out and came back out with his son, it was too late, man. You should have just stayed in your crib, bro. If you would have stayed in your crib, you probably would be alive right now. You probably would be alive. My man that came up there with the gun, he had every intentions of harming you. He had his gun on him. He was not playing. But the actions show that, man. People's actions, right? I know I got a little bit off topic, but you know, it is what it is, right? But back to David Morrell, right? So, like I said, that fight card will probably be put on for $1 million, man. Because let's run down some numbers, right? If he's the headliner, right? Right? He's headliner. What do you think David Morrell's going to get for headliner? How much? How much do you think David Morrell gets? $250,000, right? $250,000. I say 200. I say he get 250. You know, $250,000, right? So if he's the main event fighter, he's gonna get 250. Yo, Fred, shout out to Fred. Fred said he's gonna get 75,000. I'm trying to look out for the brother. Because if Frank Martin, right? If Frank Martin is a lightweight, Frank Martin got 250 when he headlined, right? 275, 252 and a quarter. So I say that Dave Morrell, who is a super middleweight, will get more. You know, a bigger guy, and he does have some type of a regular belt, right? So I'll give him 250. Whoever his watered down dishwasher cab driver opponent, he might get 75,000, if that. So that is the main event right there. Look, the main event fight is already under 500. 500,000. That's why I said they will definitely pull this whole card off for under $1 million, man. But hey, what do I know, right? I don't. I just talk too much. I don't know shit. Shout out to everybody that's in here. Tito, what up, brother? OG, Bruce Gas, I see you. Well, that's what I'm guessing, right? But like I said, what do I know? What do I know? Yo, T, I appreciate those comments on the videos. I didn't get a chance to respond. I'm gonna respond back to you. Definitely check out my new one. I dropped the new one this morning on Coach Word is Born and Vulture Entertainment. I am Vulture. You know, shout out to Toby and all the other good brothers. I'm gonna continue the characters, man, because when you deal with weirdo boxing, it's a lot of characters out here on this shit, right? And one thing about me, you know, I am multi-talented, so the characters definitely will be continuing to rock and roll. I like the characters, right? It's like some of my listeners like them. Appreciate that, Toby. And like I said, YouTube boxing gives you the opportunity to get these characters because there's so many on here. You know, they're like, I don't want nobody to feel singled out, right? But the Coach Word is Born is a lot of you niggas. I am Vulture Entertainment in association with I Am Boxing Media and Cover No Fight. That's a lot of you motherfuckers on here, man. So don't listen. I know a lot of y'all thinking I'm talking about y'all. Like I said on Facebook, if the shoe fits, wear it. But when I do talk about a motherfucker, they know me. I say names. I'll call your name out. You know? I'll call your name out. If I do a character, that's for my profile, man. That's for my range to show my talents, right? I'll call your name out. You know, unlike a lot of y'all, I say names. You heard? But I also see, and I want to touch on this. I didn't put this in the thumbnail. I didn't put nothing in the thumbnail, right? And shout out to my guys, right? We be getting in behind the scenes. Gabe Rosado, right? And I like Gabe. Gabe, please don't take this the wrong way. I remember covering you, Philly guy, showed me mad love at that Matchroom event. But Gabe Rosado apparently is one of David Benavidez's chief sparring partner. Now, how do you guys receive that? Like this. I'm gonna say this. How do you guys receive that? Me personally, like I said, Dave is a battle-tested guy. Been in there with a who's who, right? Would you look at that as elite work? Would you consider that elite work? There's 5 of y'all here, man. There's 5 of y'all here. Shout out to Tobe. Yo, Tobe, I was just talking about you, man. Definitely check out that latest short I just dropped. That was especially for you. It is another Word is Born, Coach Word is Born breakdown. Fire, too. Real fire. You know, I'm keeping them under a minute. You know, keeping them under a minute. But salute to you, Tobe. You know? But yeah, how do y'all receive that, man? Like I said, I like Gabe Rosado. But Gabe Rosado, to me right now, right, working at camp, is a punching bag. And there's no disrespect, Gabe. Like I said, you my guy. I covered you. You're in the catalog, part of the stats. But I just don't see you as that guy right now, right? You're not like, and shout out to my people. They said he should have got Carlos Adams. Yeah, and he's a southpaw. That's better work. But I see Gabe Rosado. And yo, you know what, man? Fuck it, man. I gotta give my man his props, right? Yo, you guys be hating on the OG, right? Yo, Rick Glazier be on top of shit, bro. Listen, a lot of y'all need to really give Rick his props, man. Fuck it. Because let's call a spade a spade. A lot of you so-called boxer insiders, right? You know when you guys sources are actually Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, right? You don't really have no sources, man. You guys are all on social media, right? Whereas Rick Glacier, right, will be on some shit, right? I don't tweet that much, but I be on Twitter. I pay attention. I just don't. I'm like, to me, social media has never really been my thing. I'm a more of a word of mouth type of guy, right? Because I know about social media, right? From doing a lot of reading and studying. Social media can be bought. You could buy your stats. You could dupe the stats. And that's why you see a lot of guys on social media, they got crazy numbers, but they don't have crazy actual catalog when it comes to doing this boxing thing. But they're not really doing this boxing thing. They're doing the social media thing. And to each his own, you know, to each, everybody do their own thing. You do your thing, I do my thing, right? But Rick Glacier, man, he has been spot on. I read one of his tweets where he said that, right? That's why I'm speaking on this right now. Because I didn't do a video on it, but I do have my new Rick Glacier shit when I do like to do my shorts, according to Rick, right? But Rick was spot on with it. Rick Glacier tweeted out that he had inside sources, right? That David Benavidez is not getting the quality sparring work that he should be getting to fight Demetrius Andrade. And God damn it, if I did not see through my, comrades that he's working with Gabe Rosado, and I was like, God damn. I said, yo, Rick be on the shit, bro. Rick be having the real moles, man. Rick talked about this shit before we actually got a visual of this shit. But yet, nobody would give Rick his flowers. They'll come on here and say, oh, man, he's a hater. They don't fuck with him. For somebody that doesn't get fucked with, right, in the industry, he knows a lot of industry shit. For the guy that You know, none of these guys, the people that, you know, the movers and the shakers, for them not to fuck with him. He knows a lot of the moving and shaking moves, bro. It just is what it is. Ah, man, appreciate that, Toe. Hold on. What he said? What he said? Let me pull over up here. Let me pull over up here. I was on that main road, man. I was trying to get off that main. I mean, a lot of leaves out here. I just wanted to get off the main. But Toby said, look, they don't even want to let me put my comments up there. He said, yeah, I just caught you, Sean. Caught you saying about that, Sean. And I clicked on LOL, Vulture Promotions. Yeah, man, you know, Vulture Entertainment in association with I Am Boxing Media covering no fight. You know, I Am Boxing Media covering no fights. You see how where I got that from, right? I got that from my peoples, right? When you cover fights, right? It'd be like the my guy Mark. That's the ring announcer for Top Rank, right? It'd be like Top Rank presents this fight in association with Antonio Leonard Promotions. I mean, yo, I work, y'all. I'm in the mix. So you pick up on things in association with Antonio Leonard Promotions, right? So that's what I just took, right? And shout out to A, man. If y'all don't know who A is, Antonio Leonard, that is J. Listen, that is, remember when the whole shit broke and y'all listened to that, whoever that was that called up the boxing voice and he claimed to be Antonio Leonard's son about Shakur Stevenson and the whole 8 million? Antonio Leonard is a promoter, right? He's like Samson. He's really Shakur Stevenson, Jihad Tucker, Troy Isley, um, who else? Abdullah Mason, Jared Anderson. I don't want to forget nobody, man. I said Jihad, right? Or the J Prince Boxing fighters. That's their promoter. In association. When you hear in association with Antonio Leonard Promotion, that's what that means, right? That's like Samson. You know, Samson is I think that's David Benavidez's promoter, right? Is it? Samson, right? Somebody, it's for y'all in here, man. Somebody put it in the chat, man. Am I correct with that? Like I said, when it comes to a lot of the PBC guys, I know, but I don't, you know me. I put in my work with those guys over there, man. And to me, a lot of those guys over there left a sour taste in my mouth. No, Tiger Johnson's with Split T. He's with David McWaters. He's with David McWaters. That's Split T. Yeah, Samson. Thank you, Toby. So that's like pretty much the same thing. Whereas I'm trying to think of another premier boxing fighter that had. Well, I think is David Morrell? No, David Morrell might be with Louis DeCoopers. I know David Morrell's with somebody too. These guys have promoters, bro. They're like some of these fighters aren't with Tom Brown. They have their own promoters. Whereas like a lot of the PBC guys, they're with Tom, Tom Brown, TGB Promotion. But hey, what do I know, right? Smash my like button. This is the Source Experience. We are chilling. Throwback Thursday. Yeah, look, I wanna, you know what? I'm gonna take this picture down, and I gotta promote my family, man. This is what I do over here, man. I know it irritates a lot of y'all, but so what? If it irritates you, tap out, right? Tap out, tap out. But let's get in the science frame up there while I upload another one, right? Images by Messiah. That is Messiah, CEO Messiah. Now this one I'm about to put up unedited, but it's fire, it's sharp. These are the ones I'm going to be dropping today. later on. This right here is artwork, man. Artwork. And I'm gonna, I'm a Picasso. Look, I'm gonna break this down. And when y'all see me drop my heavy bag work of my nephews, right? Look, now my brother's going crazy over this picture. See this picture right here? That's father with his middle son, his youngest son. But look at Bam Bam. I was able to capture this frame, right? Bam jumped in the ring. He's seen his bigger brother, right? He's seen his bigger brother and Jamali Tucker doing pad work with his father, right? He's emulating. Look, y'all. Look at his hands. Look at his hands. The baby, Bam Bam, Josh A. Look at Josh A's hands, right? He's emulating his bigger brother. Southpaw stance. Look at the hands. He's following his brother. Each one teach one. But I just thought this was a fire frame. I will definitely be dropping the Bam Bams. I got him on the Aqua bag, fire frames. I also got a lot of Marley frames to drop as well. I think I'm getting better, right? Well, what do y'all think, man? Don't be a boxing weirdo. What do y'all think about the frames? What do y'all think? Do you think the frames? Because look, he's moving right there. He's those shots right there. They're still because I captured them, but he's moving. I have a better one right here. I don't want to play the video. It got music on it. I do not want to play the video because the video has music. But check out this one right here, right? And these are raw. Little man red. Yes, facts. Appreciate you, champ. Champ Roy's Fantasy Boxing in the building. Salute. Yeah, Bam Bam is the truth, man. 4 years old. I'm gonna drop his frames later on today. But look at this one right here. These are raw, uncut. Raw, uncut. But fire. That's Marley right there. Pad work with his pops. Those are raw, uncut frames. This is since I talk too much. Why don't I just go into some of the other things that I do as well as a media marketing agent, right? Since they say I talk too much, right? So let me not talk as much and just show. Maybe show more, right? What about this one? What about this? Now he's moving, man. Now my old camera, right? That shit would have been blurry. Yes, he is. He is a star, man. Bam is on his way. So he's definitely a star. Very articulate. I'm gonna interview him. Well, I don't really need to interview him. If you watch some of my lives, he's always underneath me, and I put him on the camera a lot. Very, very smart, articulate. He could hold the grown man conversation with you. When I was going back and forth for the fights to Newark last September, that's who my companion was. It was me and Bam. And Bam was 3 at the time. He's 4 now. But he was 3 at the time. And we was on the George Washington Bridge, right? And we was on the George Washington Bridge in traffic. And Bam was breaking it down to me. He was telling me, that's your truck. You drive a truck like that. Big truck. We was holding grown man conversations, going back and forth to Newark. Because that's who was riding with me and Bam. And stuff. Then Bam was with me when I was doing I talk too much, but I do a lot. When I was getting because the Pine Tree, that's the hotel we were staying in. We didn't have our own kitchen. So we had to go downstairs, and shout out to the staff there when we was preparing the watermelon, sea moss, infused rehydration, coconut water. Fighters, get with me, man. I do a lot. We do a lot, man. That is probably some of the best rehydration I know a lot of you guys like Pedialyte and other things. Get the source formula. You know, coconut water, watermelon, sea moss, and other things, but I can't give out the secrets because game is to be sold, not told. But hey, what do I know? But yeah, shout out to Bam. He is a young star, man. It is a family business. That is correct. It's a family affair. That's why it is important for me to do these characters, because these characters expose a lot of these guys who, you know, try to undermine my family and the things that we got going on. But hey, what do I know, right? What do I know? Shout out to Champ Side, though, man. Champ Ross. Shout out to Champ Side as well, too. I'm surprised that you, Champ Side, that you aren't on top of things, man. You are a PBC guy. You know, you don't have no content inside the content right now. Why is that? And that's surprising because, like I said, you are a PBC guy, man. A lot of you PBC guys, you guys are dropping the ball for us, man. See, I'm not listen, it is what it is. I call a spade a spade. I'm not a PBC guy, right? I'm not. Because when I did think I was a PBC guy, right? Them motherfuckers was not only talking about me, right? They was like the motherfucking 48 Laws of Power said. Yeah, they was stealing my shit and then trying to treat me like I was some old crash dummy. Like I was some crash dummy, man. All right? Like where they do that at? You know where they do that at? They do that when they don't want to see you win. They do that when they are trying to undermine you and sabotage you. Right? But it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not a PBC guy, man. I don't need to hide that. I still like a lot of the fighters over there personally, but as far as like coverage wise, I'm not like I can make phone calls, but I don't break my neck to make phone calls to try to find out shit that's going on over there. Because you know what? If you really do this, I'm gonna tell you something. You know this, right? Whereas Matchroom and Top Rank and Star Boxing and the Bella Entertainment, all of these type of promotional outfits and people that put on fights and shows, I actually have contacts of people that will call me up. Like, if you notice, sometimes I'll be on live on my phone at the crib. Yo, I'll be like, yo, I gotta take that call. That might be somebody that's in the game. And they would say, they would do what I was doing for other people, right? They say, yo, listen, Shalom, that's my name, Shalom. Right? They'd be like, yo, man, I got something for you. Just keep my name off of it. If you know the game, right? Do y'all know that side of the game? Evidently not. A lot of y'all don't know that side. But they say, yo, keep my name off of something. I have something for you. Right? Information. Right now, all of my time dealing with the premier boxing champions, right? Unbeknownst to me, I never was getting that, right? I was never getting that. But you wouldn't know that from the content and the shit that I was dropping. So as I started to grow in the media game and I started to make these type of connections and get this type of intel, I was like, yo, and now more so, right? But it really had me looking at motherfuckers like, yo, you motherfuckers ain't shit. You motherfuckers ain't shit. So yeah, when I talk a lot, it's because I know a lot, respectfully. When I talk a lot, it's because I, LOX, living off experience. I'm not, listen, when it comes to getting insider information, right, I'm not going to Twitter. If it's something, especially if it's a fighter or a team or coaches that I know I fuck with, I can call them up. Or I send them a text, right? And I ask, like, yo, what's such and such? What's going on? Right? I'm not going on Twitter, right? But a lot of your favorite insiders, that's what they're doing. And when they get upset when somebody like me calls them out on this, because I'm like, yo, you're supposed to be who you claim you are with this big audience, this big platform. Why the fuck are you going on Twitter? Why are you reporting what is being put out on Twitter and social media, Instagram, and other YouTube? Don't you have these people's number? Can't you call up somebody? Or don't you have a publicist's number? You know You know what the publicist, the PR, the fighters PR, don't you have their number, their contact information? Don't you have the coach's number, contact information? No, a lot of times these guys don't. Facts. Told said crash dummies. Laughing my ass off, Shaw. Crash dummies are not. The PBC back the wrong. Showtime. The crash, yeah, man. You know, PBC never was in the loop, bro. I'm gonna tell you, I knew that from the jump because they used to try to tell me, right? The play they used to always give me, right? They used to base everything off of my views. They used to tell me, yo, this, that, and the third. And then they would be fucked up when I would show up to the Barclays Center and damn near everybody knew me. Or they'd be fucked up when I would go to Gleason's, right? For the media workout. And I knew all the fighters and the coaches. And then I would just turn up. It would turn into, that's when I was still Jackal Fitness. It would turn into a Jackal Fitness promotion, Jackal Fitness production. I mean, they couldn't understand that shit. They was like, yo, damn, this guy. And then that's when they would try to give me their game. Oh, if you go and buy this and buy that, for what? I'm not a fake it till you make it type of nigga. I'm not a fake it till you make it type of nigga. That's why a lot of these dudes that do that, right? Real talk. Check the source out, right? A lot of these niggas that got these audiences and they buy their views and they supposed to be ill. What do? They don't even know how to function because they really not that. They done faked it till they make it and they never made it. But they don't even know how to create nothing. Like yo, look how you be giving me my props, right? About these characters that I'm doing. That's creativity. That's creativity. Fraud ENT, CEO fraud, and Coach Word is born. That's creativity. A lot of these goofballs, respectfully, these boxing weirdos, what they doing? They all following show business shit. Everybody's coming out now doing videos with the dumb faces. With the dumb faces. Why are you following the next man's blueprint? Pay attention to what's going on YouTube with the boxing weirdos. Everybody is in their thumbnails with the dumb faces, the shocked faces. And shout out to Showbiz. Showbiz, that's your lane. You did that. You are what I call Showbiz the Busta Rhymes of boxing media or boxing content. He's a character. He's like, and yeah, that's that Busta Rhymes shit. But shout out to you because it works for you. It works for you, you know? And you see a lot of people, right, try to do that, emulate your style, and not even give you no props. But that's what the YouTube shit is about. Motherfuckers don't have no creativity. They still, listen, pay attention to that. Yo, listen, I used to get upset big time, right? Because motherfuckers were stealing all my shit back in the day. Listen, I used to get upset because I'm cut from that cloth, that MOP cloth. Like, yo, nigga, if you bootlegging my shit, you better pay me, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But as you get older, you learn how to play the game, right? So I knew how to play the game now. Now, my catalog speaks for itself. So when somebody does steal some shit of mine, right, I can pull up my catalog and be like, yeah, you know, I didn't buy my views that day, but I never buy my views. But had I bought my views and they threw me in the algorithm, you would have seen that, you know, that's sauce. That's sauce. He said, Showbiz once I see top on his head, I knew he was alone. Ah, man, he's a character, man. But it works for him, though, man. But, you know, what people don't understand what showbiz is like a lot of YouTubers, right? A lot of these YouTubers that came into the boxing, right? They were other things. Like, Showbiz is an actor, right? Showbiz is an actor. So what they told Showbiz was, they were like, yo, just like Ellie Setback, right? Ellie Setback wasn't a boxing media guy. He was with the NBA. He was with the NBA and got kicked out the NBA. And then through his, you know, his affiliation, his family ties, he landed in boxing. But a lot of times these boxing guys, they're not boxing guys. They are put in position, and they're like, yo, just like the other dude. You see, yo, but he fell off. My man that be in his room, yeah, he be in his room with Scully's and dark glasses on. Ego. Yo, Ego fell. Yo, all of these guys that were popping, yeah, they fell off hard, bro. Hard. You know why? Because they wasn't authentic, man. They wasn't authentic. They wasn't authentic. He said showbiz got style, no substance. That's just yo, he's an actor, bro. But I'm gonna tell you something about showbiz, Champ Ross. Showbiz done came up. I gotta give him this prop, right? As a YouTube content creator, right? I seen Showbiz on the Porter podcast. I see him on the Porter podcast. That's listen. He was on the Porter podcast on the panel, like, you know, that's a level change right there. He said, "Shy, if the weirdos wanted to be famous, they should have listened to Coach Reed and got her to the video." Oh man, yo, classic gem right there. Let's get it. Yo, that's how I know. Shout out to the UK correspondent. He is definitely Team Tucker, official UK Army. See, he knows the real content out here, right? Look, I've been killing y'all forever with authentic content, fronting on y'all, right? Fronting on y'all through my kids, who, like I said, are 10 steps ahead of the game, right? I think this might have been Fight Camp. This is Fight Camp, man. We're 13 in, but 12 officially. This might have been number 5 or 6. But listen to the wittiness of my kids, right? Listen to the wittiness of my kids right here. Watch. Listen to their wittiness, right? My kids are on point.
Oh my gosh, he's sweating. Down, Narina. Down, Narina. I'm taking a video. You want to be famous? Run down.
Yeah, I'm taking a video. You want to be famous? See, me and Maz, we been done map y'all out, man. Y'all are on here. Y'all want to be famous. Y'all want to be famous, and a lot of y'all selling y'all soul to try to be internet famous. You want to be famous? Shout out to CEO Messiah. Been killing the game. Look, Toby been caught the sauce. Toby, you been caught the sauce, right? And you see how my kids was killing the game early. Look, I didn't even tell her to say that. She has it in her, man. She has it in her. She said, down, Narita. I'm taking a video. You want to be famous? But shout out to that, man. Right? Look, I've been killing y'all with the content. That's the wittiness, man. But y'all don't be catching the wittiness. Look, here's some more wit for y'all, right? For all of the boxing weirdos out here, right? And shout out to my man WCS for dropping this gem on me, right? Telling me they say that I talk too much, right? And they want to know why. This is for all of y'all, right? That be asking one of my good distinguished colleagues why I'm not so big on social media and all that, right? But I was telling y'all why from day one, right? This is why right here. Catch the sauce, man. One of the hottest in the game since Jackal Fitness days. But this is why, and I want y'all to catch this. I've been telling y'all this from day one, right? When it pertains to me in social media, right? Listen to this sauce. Catch it, man. I've been giving y'all the gems, man. But a lot of times, like I said, because of who I am, it goes over your heads. But listen.
My friends be like, how come you not famous yet? I be like, you didn't share my shit. How come you ain't shared it yet? That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, shout out to the homie right there. Did you hear what he said? Listen. Did you hear what he said? That's the type of sauce I've been giving y'all from day one. Fronting on the game, killing it, like killing y'all. Like, come on, man. Yeah, my friends be like, why you ain't famous yet? I be like, cause you ain't share my shit. Why you ain't share my shit? Catch the
My friends be
sauce,
like,
man.
how come you not
Come
famous
on,
yet?
man.
I be like, you didn't share my shit. How come you ain't shared it yet? That's what I don't understand.
Yo, Toe, listen up. I got 5 years in dropping this type of content like that, right? But you know what that did though? It made the real people like yourself and others, you know, certain people that's in the game heavy. They like, man, this guy got something, right? It made them see it, right? Because I was always giving the content like this, shit like this. So look, I was doing dudes like this, cause I remember being around people that I know, right? And they was hating since the Earl Spence days, right? So I was hitting them with shit like this.
I take my shit in stride, nigga. I'm a man at the end of the day, nigga.
That's real.
Niggas don't owe me nothing. I don't owe niggas nothing.
You right?
We got friends out here this day that don't post shit. How many friends you know never post nothing you did, nigga? That you grow with.
A lot.
Thank you. I got the same shit. I got a friend I know with that right now. Don't do shit. I'm taking them niggas with me. Hell no. You gonna stay right there, nigga, when I go. You don't show the same love I show niggas. I show everybody love. Like, you supposed to show that back. Niggas be on your page. Niggas won't like your shit. Why follow me?
You right?
You'll stroll right past a nigga page. You'll look at it and won't like it. Why are you here? Why are you here?
Talk to him.
Delete yourself, nigga. Why are you here? Bitches too, why are
Delete
y'all here,
yourself.
man? Delete yourself. Why are you here?
That's fire.
Delete yourself. It don't make sense, son. It's just crazy. And niggas will be looking at you like you wrong when you get on and leave, niggas too.
Yeah, facts. You right.
They'll be looking at you like you did something wrong. No, nigga, you did something wrong. You ain't support me, nigga.
You ain't do shit.
I was giving y'all that, right? I'm telling y'all, don't say I act funny or this, that, and the third, because I was telling y'all, right? And then I followed it up with shit like this.
I was playing, man. I told you I was coming back to the city of Cowboy, Tulsa, Oklahoma, seek and destroy. You know the vibe. Yeehaw!
Then I followed it up with shit like this.
Yo, Zaga, Slime Master.
Yo, man, shout out to Sauce Talk, man. We in books and shit now.
Oh, man, what's that feeling like, man? First press conference, you walking out, the people are noticing you, saying, yo, he's in that book. He's in that book, man. What's that feeling like, man?
You know, it feels good, man. You know, I actually want to get it going for this fight, man. Get it out the way, you know?
Yeah, definitely, man. But, yo, just describe that first press conference, you know, 2 days out. You know, you was on the main stage, you know, Q&A. What was that like, man?
It was fire, you know? It was real fire. Shout out Top Rank. Shout out Bob Barron, man. Shout out Sauce Talk. Shout out Jay Prince, man.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and we here, you know, and we gonna keep going. We're gonna keep being here. We're gonna keep going up.
Yeah.
No cap.
That's a fact, man.
Cap. And we know we still slamming, man.
Yeah,
we
man.
Still walking down, man. We here.
Man. Prudential Center. You see where it's at, downtown Newark. Shakur Stevenson card. Yo, everybody was talking about my man was in there dapper, man. Yo, you know, got the, what is that, velvet? Got the nice suit on, velour, you know, got the specs on, the shades, styling on them, you know.
Yeah, roll that up for AB.
Yeah, AB, yeah, definitely.
One more time over here.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's a little behind the source with Jihad Tucker. I got you.
I talk too much, right? They say I talk too much, but in all actuality, I work too much. I work hard. I put together a plan, a strategy with my team, with my family, and me talking too much, or maybe I'm showing too much.
See what it is. Powered up by that Jackal Seymour's. Yeah. Definitely. Ooh, that's that Jackal Seymour's right there. Just put in that work. How was that work, man?
8 rounds.
Yeah. With February what?
February 13th, tune in.
That's right.
ESPN Plus, tune in.
Yes, sir. This is the one right here. Jihad Tucker. Follow him on Instagram. Y'all seeing them all over. major interviews. You know, we just getting started. 2021, big things coming.
21 takeover, 2022, all the rest of the years to come.
That's it. That's it. Thank you for your time, champ.
Talk too much, but did you just hear what me and my nephew, my family was telling y'all? 2021, 2022, come on now. But I talk too much. No, a lot of y'all are boxing weirdos. You know, boxing weirdos that don't appreciate authentic. That don't appreciate grinders. Ones out here actually doing, sacrificing, and putting in the work. Because a lot of y'all are boxing weirdos. Y'all are jealous, envious, snakes, suckers, things of that nature. So when you see somebody that actually is doing and grinding and putting in the work, and then they talking about it, and they doing it step by step, and they come on here and they say, like myself, you know what? Fuck y'all. Y'all never was with us. Y'all never was with me. Y'all never didn't want us to succeed. But we still marching and we still breaking through. So hopefully y'all caught and enjoyed my sauce. Please don't be a boxing weirdo. Because one thing about being a weirdo, that sickness never comes off. But hey, what do I know? The news by Shanewz.
Yo, this is the real Mr. ESPN right here. You know the vibes. Yes.
Yes. You're missing a few members, but you already know Team Stay Strong.
Yeah.
Shout out my man Jackal.
Yes.
Big Apex in New York. My son right here.
Yes, yes.
Screw you.
Screw you. Yo, victory. It's a celebration, bitches. You know the vibes. Yeah. Yo, we in Vegas. Vegas. Yeah. Uncle Jay, cousin Mike.
Uncle Jay, cousin Mike.
You know the vibes.
Shout out ESPN, shout out Top Rank, shout out Alvina.
That's
shout
right.
Out all my supporters, everybody, man. I love all y'all, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Screw you. Yeah.
Guys, and then again, it's been by then. Being loyal, God always bless people who are very loyal.
Yes. Salute, man. Once again, man, this is Jackal Fitness with the champ, Richard Comey. Havoc in the building as always.
We are in the hurt business.
Hey, you know the vibes, man. Thank you, Richard. Yo, congratulations. Bless.
You keep talking, man. And you shut the fuck up.